What is up, guys? How we doing? We got 3 new subscribers in the last couple days. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate your support and welcome to the team. I recommend my trauma dumping playlist that has my whole life story on it, but it got movie playlist, rant playlist, political playlist, Twitch, Discord, anything to your heart's content. But if you are just here for one video, I appreciate you. Thank you. Shave jump scare, and my face and neck are all red. Don't worry about it. I just have extremely sensitive skin. So, yeah. But we're not here to talk about my beauty flaws. We're here to talk about Pittsburgh. So, look, man, I am a huge Pittsburgh fan. One of the reasons why I love football so much is, if you've been here for a while, you've heard my stories about my mother, my, lack thereof. Football provided some of the best childhood memories that I have with my mom. Some of the only good memories that I have with my mom. Not meaning to get depressing with you real quick, but it's just the truth that she was a big Patriots fan. I was a big Steelers fan. She got me into football whenever I was a little kid, and I had fun watching football with my mom. And there's a lot of things that I didn't. It's one of the few things that I can look back upon and smile. So, I just grew up really passionate about football, and I know I'm not the only one that it does that for. But I am a huge Steelers fan. I got... Oh, it's not going to show it, is it? Got a flag right there, right? I wear a Pittsburgh shirt every day. I even have their fucking tattoo on my hand. I even have Pittsburgh shoes. You ever seen anybody with Pittsburgh Steelers shoes? Hell no, you haven't. Your boy be matching. My point is, I even have a Steelers comforter set that, yes, I'm competent enough to show a woman if she ever comes over. My point is I really care about this team. And when you care about something, you tend to be critical of it. And I hate the mindset of, wow, he's speaking negative about this. Not a real fan. You're not a real fan if you talk bad about the team. No, I am. I'm just critiquing them because I actually care about the outcome. I don't want to see them stay in the same goddamn mediocre spot that they are for the next 10 years because we won't just, have a rebuild season. But I didn't make a video last week about the Patriots or the Vikings, so we're going to talk about both today. Mainly the Vikings. But what's driving me nuts is the fan base. I'm over here seeing videos that are giving Aaron Rodgers all the applause for the fact that we are 3-1. Statistically, you are incorrect. Aaron Rodgers went into the Vikings game ranked 35th out of 36, according to PFF stats. Every quarterback he has faced off against so far has played better. Yesterday, Carson Wentz threw for 350 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Aaron Rodgers threw for 200 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, but he did have a fumble recovered by our own team. You look at the Patriots game, he had 140 yards, 1 touchdown, maybe 2 touchdowns actually, but Drake May had 240 yards. The offense, even Fields put up more yards than Aaron Rodgers did if you count his rushing yards. And the Seahawks, same thing. Every quarterback we have played has put up more yards. Now, turnovers might be a different story, but they have put up more yards. And basically every offense we have faced so far has put up more yards. Why are we winning games? Because of the amazing defense that we have. In 2 games we have forced 8 turnovers. So my problem with these videos titled Aaron Rodgers is playing great, Aaron Rodgers this, Aaron Rodgers that, is not only are you just incorrect, he's not. He's playing serviceable. He's not playing amazing. He's not playing awful, but he's not playing amazing. He's just serviceable. It's statistically incorrect, and you're not giving credit where credit is due, and that's the defense. And the defense has been making Pittsburgh look better than they really are for the last 4 or 5 years, man. Like, here's the reality. We played the Patriots, who are a god-awful team right now, and we were tied 14-14 in the fourth quarter after forcing 4 turnovers. That's fucking terrible. That's terrible. And then we got our 5th turnover, which ended up being, I don't even think we capitalized on. I don't remember if that ended up being what put us up 21-14 or not. I think it was. The 5th turnover was the nail in the coffin. But still, we only won by an inch. The Patriots, almost got their first down. They were 1 inch away. But my point is, it shouldn't have been that close. 5 turnovers should have been a blowout of a game. But even after 4 turnovers, we did nothing with. And I see a lot of people making excuses out there that, the O-line is collapsing and blah fucking blah. And then the next week, we had an amazing run game, so Aaron Rodgers had a great game yesterday. The Vikings are a team that I did not think we would beat. And I'm still kind of convinced we only won because of the fact that we played in Dublin, wherever the hell we played, at 8:30 a.m. We did look like the more dominant team, but I don't know. There's another stat that I want to bring to your attention that is a big deal. That is because of Aaron Rodgers. This isn't all hate. Going into the Vikings game, we were 2nd in red zone conversions into touchdowns. Now, if you think about last year, it seemed like we were fucking allergic to the end zone. We could not get in there to save our lives. That is because of Aaron Rodgers. He is getting us in the end zone more, which is good. But we're not getting to the red zone as often, and the only way we're really scoring is if the defense forces a turnover and we have a short field. Our defense is amazing. The pass rush and the secondary need work, but the rushing defense, turning the ball over, and goal line defense are fucking phenomenal. And that is why we are winning games. Aaron Rodgers is up here getting beat out offensively by each quarterback he plays, but when the defense is constantly picking off the other quarterback, we're going to win those games, but we're barely winning. Just like in the Vikings game, again, barely won. An inch short of that first down. So, football is a team sport. My point is, I can't stand to see people getting thousands of views saying that Aaron Rodgers is playing great when he's not. He is putting up stats that almost any quarterback could play. It's like you guys see a quarterback throw a pass and then applaud him for being amazing when that's their job. That's what a quarterback does. They're supposed to throw the ball and the receiver catch it. That's how it works. I'm not going to suck off Aaron Rodgers because he successfully did that a few times. The O-line sucks. It's not allowing Aaron Rodgers enough time to throw a deep ball that we know he can do. In the Vikings game, the Metcalf play, that was the longest offensive play of the year so far. Gainwell is doing a really good job, and so is Warren. But that's not a good excuse as to why Aaron Rodgers isn't doing good. The O-line isn't doing well. You're right about that. But that's also why it was stupid to get a statue. I've been saying this since forever. The Steelers are not one good quarterback away from being Super Bowl contenders. The Steelers have a lot of problems. The secondary, the O-line, not having enough weapons, not having a quarterback that's competent, an offensive coordinator that's new, that's had to work with 4 different quarterbacks now. No, Aaron Rodgers is not playing great. And you guys flamed Fields for having 140-yard games. Realistically, Metcalf had an 80-yard run, and so really Aaron Rodgers only threw for like 120 yards yesterday. It was that 80-yard run that made it 200. Flamed him. Now, I know I ended up jinxing the motherfucker, and right after my last football game, or last football video, fucking Fields played a horrible game and then got a concussion, got hurt. I'm sorry, Fields. But look at Russ, right? Russell Wilson. I watched you guys last year. I got kicked out of a group last year. A Pittsburgh fan group for just being critical, for just looking at the facts. When we put in Russell Wilson after Fields, he was averaging about 30 more yards, but he was turning the ball over more, and he was getting us to the red zone more often, but he wasn't converting more in the red zone. So less points for us and more points for the other team. That's what Russell did, and y'all applauded that. So really wasn't making much of a difference. And so I stated those facts, and that we're going to be one and done in the playoffs. We're not going to have a quarterback. And we're going to be right back in the same situation that we were before this season, confused and 9-8, not improving. And everybody hated me for it. And that's exactly what fucking happened. And Russell Wilson just got benched on the Giants, and the Giants just won their first game against an undefeated Chargers. I've been watching this team for 20 years. I don't want to talk shit about them. I don't want to sit here and not be celebratory of the fact that they're 3-1. But look at the reality, okay? Y'all are acting like we're going to the Super Bowl because we're up 2 games. The Ravens have played the Bills, Chiefs, and the Lions. And they put up a pretty good fight. Now, their O-line is garbage. Lamar has been sacked more times than your mom the last couple weeks, but my God, they're putting up points. And we've played the Jets, Seahawks, Vikings, Patriots. We still have to face off against those teams. Meanwhile, the Ravens have gotten the hard teams out of the way, and we have to play them twice. With the defense that we have right now, if you look at the Seahawks game, why did we lose that game? Well, we got 2 turnovers. One of them led to an interception in the end zone, which was a terrible pass, and then you had that horrible special teams touchdown. And we just did not capitalize on the turnovers, and Seahawks had the better quarterback and the better offense. And then we had that really awful touchdown that the Seahawks got on our special teams where the guy touched the ball and the ball didn't go out the back and the Seahawks got on top of it. Basically, what I'm saying is if next game our defense doesn't get any turnovers, we don't win. Because out of the last 2 games, there's only been 2 offensive drives that have resulted in touchdowns and points at all. All of our scoring has been after a turnover with a short field. So, yeah, when you go up against a team like the Bills, who probably aren't going to turn the ball over as much, who knows, maybe our defense is just that good and could force those turnovers, our offense is not going to keep up. The pass rush, like the Patriots realistically should have won. They got to the end zone and we forced a fumble in the end zone twice. That's insane. And it still came down to, you guys are looking at it on the surface, and I don't understand why. This is a football league. This is you got to think long term. We are not Super Bowl contenders. We will not be Super Bowl contenders with Aaron Rodgers, not because of Aaron Rodgers, but because of numerous reasons. And we're not going to be Super Bowl contenders for a long fucking time when we're continuing to avoid the inevitable, which is rebuild, throw in a washed-up quarterback, have an amazing defense but a serviceable quarterback, winning 9-8, losing in the wild card, learning nothing, and then next year, same deal. Like, we're in the worst spot in football, and I've been saying that. And if we were going to go with Aaron Rodgers, we shouldn't have gotten rid of Pickens. Pickens just put up 150 yards versus the Packers yesterday. Like, what the fuck? If we would have him on the team, then maybe I would have a little bit more hope. But the O-line, like y'all keep excusing, is falling apart. But that's not new. The O-line was falling apart last year too, which is why it was good to have somebody that was diverse like Fields to be able to run. Even Russell was able to run a little bit, not much, but the point is you can't fucking watch this team that has a struggling O-line recruit a quarterback and then blame the O-line. Blame the fucking team for recruiting the quarterback knowing that we have an awful O-line. Which means, what does he have to contribute? You know, like, there's so many problems. And what's going to happen this year is, best case scenario, we go to the wild card. We lose. And we lose Aaron Rodgers. And we wind up in quarterback purgatory. And we wind up with, yeah, I know we got a good draft pick off trading Pickens, but best case scenario is we're not a Super Bowl caliber team. I don't see us making it to the wild card. I think we played easy teams and we're going to get our ass whooped at the second half of this season. But even if we do, we're going to be one and done. There's no way we're going to beat the Bills. There's no way we're going to beat the fucking Lions. Maybe the Chiefs. I don't know, but like the Chargers, the Colts, like, and then whoever the fuck, even hypothetically, if we did make the Super Bowl, in the NFC side, the NFC actually looks better than the AFC this year, and that's rare. The Chargers and Colts are starting to become a problem. I thought the Broncos were going to be good, but Bo Nix was ranked the 36th quarterback. Worse than Aaron Rodgers after being amazing last year. So, look, the point of this video is to say, you guys with your videos titled Aaron Rodgers is playing great, are you even looking at the statistics? Because you're not 35th out of 36 when you're playing great. And not only are you statistically incorrect, he's playing worse than every opposing quarterback, but you're not giving credit where credit is due, and that's due to the defense. The defense is bailing us out. That is what they have done for 4 fucking years, dude. We have been getting turnover after turnover after turnover, and we've been really good at that the last few years. But we can't capitalize whenever it happens. In the Patriots game, we only capitalize. By the fourth quarter, 4 turnovers, we only turned into 10 points. That's a fucking problem. That's the offense not doing shit. Whether that's the O-line crumbling, whether that's the offensive coordinator not knowing what fucking plays to run with Aaron Rodgers. I just assumed Aaron Rodgers was going to call his own plays. Whatever that reason is, when we start from our own 20, we are not getting there at all. So, calm down. I hate to be that grumpy grandpa that is telling you to lose hope, but no, we're not going to the Super Bowl this year. That's why I haven't been wanting to talk about this, is because it's like, I'm just going to be overly critical. Yay, we barely beat the Patriots after forcing 5 fucking turnovers. Should have been a blowout. I'm surprised we beat the Vikings, but again, it came down to turnovers. And because really Carson Wentz in the fourth quarter walked all over us. And we were dominant most of the game. Our defense played great, but Aaron Rodgers didn't. I don't see what you guys are seeing. 200 yards, the other quarterback's throwing 350. 140 yards, the other quarterback's throwing 240. And Aaron Rodgers has thrown some dumbass interceptions. And fumbled the ball yesterday, and I guarantee you, if that fumble wouldn't have been recovered by Pittsburgh, that would have made us lose the game. But now I have to sit here and watch this fan base prop up this guy who's fucking awful, ranked 35th in the NFL. Like, no, the Steelers are winning games because of the defense, and we're playing awful teams. When we start playing teams like the Ravens and the Bills and fucking the Colts, we have a hard schedule from this point on, except for the Browns next week, but it's a divisional rival, you never know. When we face those teams and we're not able to force 5 turnovers because they're not the fucking Patriots, boy, does that feel good to say. We're gonna have a problem. Like, whenever, unless we can get a short field and keep forcing turnovers, we're gonna have a problem. If we don't have any turnovers at all, and we just 100% rely on our offense with how Aaron has been playing and with how the offense has been playing, we're fucked. So, wake up. I'm glad that Pittsburgh fans are happy. But the reality is, I don't know what the fuck there is to be happy about, because we're going to finish, best case scenario, 9-8 again, 1 and done in the playoffs, lose a fucking quarterback, go back to quarterback purgatory, get no draft picks except for the pick that we got from Pickens, and be in the same motherfucking spot that we've been in for the last 5 years. And I'm kind of tired of it, aren't you? Like, it's literally getting unenjoyable to watch Pittsburgh play. I love seeing the defense and them click, but like 8-9 or 9-8 every year, 1 and done. And I get it, man. I sound like a spoiled, whiny brat. Some of you guys, your teams haven't made the playoffs in 10, 20 years. But like, at least we need a total rebuild, and we're doing everything to avoid that. We are far from Super Bowl caliber. 3-1 looks good. Let's give it another 4 weeks. Because, yeah, we get to play the Browns, the Bengals, but when we start playing the Colts, when we start playing, I think it said we have to play, the Bills, the Lions, Ravens twice, we're going to get our asses handed to us unless we improve. Now, it does seem like the offense is improving week to week, but that's not all Rodgers. If you look at the yards of offense that we were averaging last year, we're actually averaging less this year. Fun fact for you. How the fuck does Aaron Rodgers come in, average less offensive yards, and y'all go, yep, he's fucking killing it? Delusional, man. Like, y'all are like Cowboys fans. We them boys every fucking year. We're not going to be Super Bowl caliber for the next 10 years, especially if we're just going to keep getting a washed-up quarterback, hoping that's going to solve all of our goddamn problems, and not pay attention to the actual problems on the team. Dislike the video all you want. Look at the statistics, dude. That's all I'm saying. Look at the stats. Aaron Rodgers is coming out and playing worse than every quarterback. We're winning because we're fucking forcing them to turn the ball over 3 times, and one of those we turned into points, and still barely come away with the win. We are not winning because of Aaron Rodgers. He has done nothing but be serviceable. He is getting us in the end zone when we're there. I do feel like that's important to note. That's awesome. So, but it's getting there. That seems to be the problem, and that's the offense's job. And it seems like it's been the defense's job. The defense is forcing turnover, 5th turnover of the game. Like, here, please, for the love of fucking God, score. Get a first down. Y'all are delusional. Delusional fucking fan base, dude. I love you. But, like, Jesus, lower and manage your expectations for how this season is going to go, because you're going to get your hopes up and you're going to get crushed. And just like I got kicked out of that group, well, I couldn't have been more on the fucking money. Russell Wilson was not it. He did nothing. He literally came in, averaged 30 more yards a game, turned the ball over more, got us to the red zone less, capitalized in the red zone less, and did nothing. And now he's on the Giants being benched. But I was just this negative Nancy that was an asshole. Okay. It's called actually caring about the fucking team instead of just they won. Like, look deeper, dude. And to see people getting thousands of views talking about how good Aaron Rodgers is playing when statistically he's the 35th worst quarterback is fucking... Like, give the defense some more credit, because if it wasn't for the defense, we would not be winning these games. If it wasn't for all these turnovers, we would not be winning these games. And the one loss we have, you can kind of blame on Aaron Rodgers. Whatever, dude. Aaron Rodgers has been playing serviceable. And that's kind of all we need if the defense is going to continue to play this good. But, dude, I just have this awful feeling that, like, yeah, we're 3-1. We're leading the division. I think the Bengals are going to lose to the Broncos tonight. But when we actually go up against a real team, I think we're going to get our shit rocked. So, love you.